Hello and welcome to this session in which we would look at the notes to the financial statements when it comes to governmental accounting. Now, just like we have notes for financial statements for for-profit businesses, and it's included in Form 10K, for governmental accounting, they have the annual comprehensive financial report and they include notes about the financial statements. Well, what are the notes for? They're essential for providing a comprehensive and transparent view of the organization, financial position, and activities. Notice it's comprehensive. It's called the Annual Comprehensive Financial Report. It gives you a full view. It helps the users of these statements. Who are the users of these statements? Citizens, creditors, suppliers, union, employees, especially the citizen of that city, county, township. Help the users understand the significant accounting policies, assumptions, and any details that are not always apparent from the numbers, from the financial statements themselves. Therefore, the notes are supplemented, are added to the financial statement to explain the numbers. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go first, give you an overview, what goes into these notes. Then I'm going to show you the City of Philadelphia annual comprehensive financial report and show you what's included in their notes. Let's go ahead and get started. Before we proceed any further, I have a public announcement about my company, FarhatLectures.com. Farhat Accounting Lectures is a supplemental educational tool that's going to help you with your CPA exam preparation as well as your accounting courses. My CPA material is aligned with your CPA review course such as Becker, Roger, Wiley, Gleam, Miles. My accounting courses are aligned with your accounting courses, broken down by chapter and topics. My resources consist of lectures, multiple choice questions, true-false questions, as well as exercises. Go ahead, start your free trial today. Well, what do you need to disclose in the notes? You need to disclose about governmental activities, details about financial results, position of governmental activities, which encompasses services provided by the government to the public, such as public safety, education, public work, or any other governmental activity. And this will include explanation of specific revenue sources, where are we getting the money from, expenditure, any significant event or transaction affecting these activities. Sometimes they might include a budget and a variance. Business type activities like the enterprise fund, the internal service fund, similar to the governmental activities. The notes should provide information about the business type activities. Usually they're commercial or business-like activities that a government entity operates. These notes should also include detailed about the revenues, expenses, financial performance, any other information that helps the users make a better decision. Major and non-major funds. Major funds, how do they determine what's a major fund? Government typically present their financial statements with the focus on major funds. This would include details about the major funds, explaining their composition and significance. This also includes information about the nature of the fund, how they are used, and any changes. Especially, mostly you have to know what the change is, what happened to the change. Non-major funds are presented in aggregate. It means they are all combined together. While the primary focus is the major funds, government should always provide an aggregate presentation of non-major fund. And this should include summary of the non-major fund and their combined effect on the financial information. What is a non-major fund and what's a major fund? Discretely presented component unit. Any discretely presented component unit, you'll have to see how you came up to that conclusion. Those are legally separate organizations that are included in the government financial statements. The notes should provide additional information about these units. This might include nature of the relationship with the primary government and any significant financial transactions. Additional notes would include all sorts of notes. They will include note about accounting policies, of course, summary of accounting policies, any contingencies, long-term liabilities, pension and obligation, and any other items that is necessary for the full understanding of the government financial position and activities. And you're going to see the City of Philadelphia, we're going to have a list of items. These notes, overall, they are a vital part of making sure the information is presented fairly to the users. It's enhancing what's important for citizens, enhancing transparency. That's the major reason for governmental financial information. Transparency for the users of the financial statements, including citizens, investors, which are really creditors, government officials as well. I'm going to go to the annual report of the City of Philadelphia. I'm going to attach the PDF to the lesson. You can look at it and show you what's included in an actual annual comprehensive financial report. So this is what the report would look like. We already looked at the MD&A. Eventually, we would look at the basic financial statements, government-wide fund financial statement. Would look at the proprietary fund, the fiduciary fund, component unit. Here are the notes. So notice the note are in Exhibit 8, and they start from page 48 and they go all the way to page 164 before we got to the budgetary comparison. And I'm going to show you a summary of the notes, because if you really want to look at every note, you're more than welcome to do so. Again, I will attach this lesson, this PDF, to your lesson. And this is a table of content for the note. The first note is the summary of significant accounting policies, the reporting entity, the government-wide and the fund financial statements, basis of accounting, measurement focus, and financial statement. They'll tell you how they, which accounting method they are using, deposits and investments, inventories, capital asset, bonds and related premium, insurance, so on and so forth. Then part 2 is the legal compliance, budgetary information, detailed notes on all funds and accounts. So if you want to know detailed notes about the funds and accounts, you can start to see them starting page 59. And it's a list of what's included. Then you have on page 100 other information, which include pension plans, accumulated unpaid sick leave, other post-employment benefit, Pennsylvania Intergovernmental Cooperation Authority, related party transaction, risk management, committed, contingencies, subsequent event. And this is basically what's included all the way up to page 161. If you really want to see this, starting with significant summary of significant accounting policies, and you would start from the reporting entity. They talk about the City of Philadelphia, when is it founded, blah blah blah, but blended component unit, discretely presented component unit, so on and so forth. So in summary, what should you do? You want to go to Farhat lectures, look at additional resources, multiple choice lectures. That's going to help you whether you're studying for your CPA exam or studying for your accounting courses, taking a governmental accounting. Invest in yourself. Good luck, study hard, and of course, stay safe.